The story of Prophet Saleh. Once upon a time, there was a tribe called Thamud. Thamud people were hard-working and skilled craftsmen. They built houses on top of mountains and lived in beautiful homes. Their lands were fertile, giving them plenty of crops. However, as they became wealthier, their behavior became worse. They forgot to be thankful to Allah and stopped worshipping Him. The rich and luxurious people became selfish and cruel. Instead of worshipping Allah, they worshipped idols. During this time, there was a wise and good person named Prophet Saleh. The people loved and respected him for his amazing qualities. However, the tribe still held on to their old habits of idol worshipping. Even the leaders of the tribe were corrupt and encouraged everyone to worship idols. They even punished those who worshipped Allah. But Saleh was chosen as a messenger of Allah. He was not afraid of anyone except Allah, the Great and Almighty. Saleh prayed to Allah without fearing anyone. He bravely said to the people, "O people, worship Allah. He is the only God you should worship." The people of the tribe responded to Saleh, saying, "Oh, say, we always liked you and thought you would become our leader. But now you are asking us to worship Allah. How can we do that? How can you ask us to leave our gods and worship yours? How can we forget our gods, whom even our fathers worshipped? We don't believe in your God." "Go away," they replied. From here, the struggle between good and evil began. One day, as usual, the tribe members gathered around a big rock on top of a mountain. They worshipped the rock for a long time, and even the children started to worship it when they saw their fathers doing so. They sacrificed rams to the rock and sought its blessings. When the Prophet saw this, he felt sad and said to them, "O my people, please worship Allah, the one and only true God." Then one of them asked, "Why do you tell us to pray to Allah alone?" The Prophet replied, "Because He created you. He gave you everything: the sun, the moon, the mountains, the seas, and everything you see around." Then one of the chiefs stepped forward and said, "Show us a miracle." He continued, "If you show us a miracle, we will believe you." Another chief pointed at the rock and said, "Ask your Lord to turn this rock into a living she-camel." Yet another chief added, "Yes, and the camel should be pregnant too." He laughed. The Prophet pondered for a moment and replied, "If Allah performs this miracle, will you promise to believe in Allah as the one true God? Will you accept that I am His messenger?" "Yes," they answered. The Prophet then prayed to Allah, asking Him to grant their request. At first, something amazing happened. The people heard the sound of rocks breaking apart. Suddenly, the rock split and revealed a beautiful she-camel. It was big and even pregnant. When the people saw the she-camel, they were astonished. They couldn't believe what they were seeing. Some people instantly believed in what they saw. They had witnessed an incredible sign. They said what the prophet said was true. Allah is the true God. However, at that time, only a few people believed. Others still had corrupted minds and refused to believe in Allah. The she-camel became a symbol of Prophet Saleh's message. After 3 days, the she-camel gave birth to a lovely young camel. The young camel always stayed close to its mother. When the people of the tribe saw them, they said, "This is Saleh's she-camel." Then the prophet said to his people, "O my people, worship Allah. There is no God but Him. This she-camel is a clear sign from your Lord. Leave her to graze on Allah's land. Be careful not to harm her. If you do, then Allah will punish you." As time passed, the she-camel grazed in the green fields of Thamud. It ate the plants from the valley and drank water from the well. The she-camel was so big that it drank a lot of water. When it drank from the well, no other animals or people could approach it. When the people of Thamud saw the milk, they became very interested. They approached the prophet and said, "The camel's milk must be blessed. The baby camel can't drink it all, so please allow us to have some of the she-camel's milk." They requested this. The prophet thought for a moment and said that by Allah's grace, they were allowed to have the camel's milk. However, he asked them to also share the water with the camel. He told them that one day they could have the milk while the she-camel drank water from the well, and on the next day they should leave the milk for her child. The people agreed to the prophet's suggestion. The she-camel provided plenty of milk, which met the needs of the entire Thamud. The people were happy and satisfied. However, soon the disbelievers began to raise their voices. They hated the prophet for diverting people from their idols, and now their hatred turned towards the blessed she-camel. The Thamud tribe became divided into 2 groups. The first group consisted of Muslims who believed in Allah and His Prophet, and the second group consisted of disbelievers who thought the prophet was lying. One night, these wicked men gathered together and planned to kill the poor she-camel. They convinced 9 strong men with the help of their wives. These 9 men agreed to kill the she-camel and her calf. The next day, they closely watched the camel, observing its every move. As the she-camel came to drink water from the well, one of the men shot an arrow into its leg. Then they killed her. The prophet was heartbroken to see the poor she-camel dead. He shouted to the wicked men who were dancing with joy, "Enjoy life for 3 more days, for God is sending His punishment." They asked, "Why 3 days? Let the punishment come as quickly as possible." The prophet once again tried to talk to them, saying, "My people, Why do you follow the bad ways? Ask for forgiveness from Allah so that you can receive His mercy." But they didn't listen to him and continued to celebrate. The bad men then planned to kill the Prophet too, but Allah saved the Prophet and his followers from their evil plans. With heavy hearts, they left the land of wicked people and moved to another place. And the day of punishment arrived just as the Prophet had warned. The non-believers stayed inside their houses, made of rocks, feeling safe. Suddenly, thunderbolts appeared out of nowhere, and there were also strong earthquakes. The land violently destroyed every person and animal living in Thamud. Neither their strong buildings nor their stone houses could protect them. Everything and everyone in Thamud was destroyed before people could even understand what was happening. Only the people who believed in Allah were saved because they had left the place.
The end. Hope you have enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and find more fascinating and exciting stories from the description below the video.